Michigan and throughout wherever anyone else is watching it. This is a Hot Seat Sports Talk.
All right. Thank you, Brian. And we were joined by Fraser Superintendent Dr. David Richards. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm ready to talk sports.
All right, let's get into it. NASCAR's Danica Patrick is the host of the 2018 ESPYs.
I think it'll be entertaining.
I like it.
She did retire, right?
Yeah.
She's
Yep.
retired
Oh,
now.
is she retired?
Like a month ago.
Yeah,
okay.
it was
Sweet.
kind of recent.
I'm ready for the Aaron Rodgers jokes that'll probably be coming from her way.
Yeah. I don't think it's a good move. I don't like it personally. It's even though she is the first host, female to host the ESPYs. It's no Peyton Manning, no Derek Jeter hosting it. It'll be interesting to see what kind of jokes she can pull. But other than that,
What do you think
we'll
her
see.
personality be like?
Strict.
'Cause
Strict. Just
Oh, she's a very nice person.
She's kind of
not
contained.
as laid back
Yeah.
as you should be in that role when hosting the ESPYs.
A little bit serious.
Yeah.
Probably because of being a
The
driver,
first
a racer,
female.
Yeah.
Probably.
The first female too. That's going to have a lot of political stuff in it. I have a feeling.
So if she'll be funny.
I think she'll be funny.
You
Yeah.
do?
I think so.
I
Like
hope.
dry humor or funny haha?
Well, I mean, I think they're gonna have to get used to it first off, and then once they get used to it, I think it'll be good.
Okay.
It'll be interesting.
I think it'll be all right. I think she'll be a little bit funny. Some of her jokes won't be. Just kind of like, could be a whole nervousness thing, being the first female to host. Kind of trying to come up with some stuff on the spot.
Hopefully she doesn't talk too loud.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So what we're saying is we're nervous she'll start to improv a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Possibly.
could
Yeah.
be a struggle.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, it'll
If
be
she just
yeah,
come up
we'll
with
see.
good stuff.
Right.
That's
Yep,
the whole point.
we'll see. And Chargers tight end Hunter Henry tore his ACL in OTAs. He's out for the year.
That's a big loss for them.
Yeah, it hurts for me. That goes one of my prospects in fantasy football.
Yes.
That hurts.
Do you think because of this happening, they're gonna call back Antonio Gates?
Ooh.
I
think
don't
that'd be an
know.
option for them.
Word on the street is yes.
That's what I heard too.
Question is whether or not Antonio will take it. Do you think he will?
I think
Yeah.
if they offered it to him,
They
I think
need
he
him.
would go
Really?
back to LA, play with them again, hopefully help them out.
One more hurrah, then hopefully Henry comes back and everything will be fine.
How many years has Antonio got in?
Oh, I'm gonna say
14?
something like that.
14,
He's up
15
there.
years. Yeah,
Something like
he's
that.
yeah,
He's
he's
up
old.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He's old.
Yeah, he's old.
I don't feel bad, but that's okay. Keep
Meaning
going.
he's played the game for a long time
Right.
in a
That's
nice way.
yeah.
Right.
There
Yeah.
Work on that.
And Tom Brady and Gronk are still not present at OTAs.
I mean, it's voluntary. It's not mandatory yet, so I mean that's understandable if you don't want something like Hunter Henry, for instance, to happen.
Yeah, that puts
That's
it
a
in
big thing.
perspective.
I mean, mandatory, they'll be ready for business. They'll be ready for the game. They'll be ready.
Do you think life is still good in New England? It seems
As
like
of-
they're starting to see a little breakdown in the
Yeah.
culture over there.
As of right
seen
now,
that.
yes.
You do?
At the end of next year, they're going to start to panic.
Don't you think that Brady's kind of come out this year a little bit more intentional with the coaches and being a little more less of team guy and all that, kind of voicing his concerns?
Definitely, I agree with that. He's definitely voicing more about what's going on. I think more of, like, with the documentary he did, too, on the Facebook.
Right.
That's a big way that he did this year.
To me, Gronk looks like he's an old man. I mean,
I
he's
agree with
been
you.
injured
Yeah.
a lot. As a young guy, I mean, how many injuries do you think he can take and still be successful and then productive after football?
That's
Hopefully
true.
we won't have to find out, but, like, in a bad way. But, yeah, it's going to wear on him. Definitely more injuries coming.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ben?
I don't care.
I don't care.
I mean, like Brian said, like they don't have to go. So I mean, they're both veterans, so it doesn't really matter.
They'll be ready at game time anyway?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's kind of like if you do get injured before the season starts, and then it turns out to be like one of the bad injuries like Hunter Henry had, that could be possibly career-ending at their age.
Right.
And then it's kind
That's
of
a
like,
good point.
what do you do after that?
Right.
Do you stay with the team? Do you just go home?
Yeah.
You could stay and coach, which I think Tom Brady should definitely do because he's
Oh, boy.
definitely up there, like top-tier quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Makes
So,
sense.
yeah, we'll see if they show up. And the Spurs plan to offer a 5-year, $219 million Supermax deal to Leonard this offseason.
The real question is if Kawhi will take it and he'll stay.
They're doing whatever it takes to keep him.
They're trying to
Yep.
save him. Because they know if they don't get this deal done, he's going to go.
Yep.
He's going to walk. Or he's going to walk or ask for a trade.
This is a hard one because there's been drama throughout the whole series with Kawhi and the medical staff and.
Well, we've
And-
talked about it all year.
Exactly.
Since it started. Yeah. Now it's coming down to this. They're trying to throw away so much money at him.
Is he worth that much money?
In my opinion,
Maybe a little less, but like around there.
Yeah.
Really?
he's definitely
He's
San
worth
Antonio's
it.
best player.
Yeah.
Definitely San Antonio's best player. So I see how he gets the most of the money.
But isn't part of being your best player also being a person who's all in? He seems like he's been
Yep.
keeping his cookies
Yeah.
away from. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
I definitely agree with you on that. Oh, yeah.
So is that the kind of money you throw at somebody like that, or are you rewarding bad behavior?
Yeah, I mean, it's a type of money you throw at like LeBron or Kevin Durant, so you have to throw money at him.
Even with his attitude?
LeBron's got an attitude as well. So does
But-
Durant.
LeBron
And they're
will
all certain different attitudes.
LeBron will elevate an entire team, and he'll
He can do that with any
motivate.
team.
Yep.
He can do it with any team.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Leonard
what I've
elevated
seen
his
is
team.
him kind of sitting on the sidelines a lot when they're saying, "When are you coming back?" and he's not answering.
Especially if he can never play the same again. Like, who knows? He may not be the defensive monster anymore when he comes back
He
to play
might still
again.
be injured too.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that too. Who knows?
What do
He
you
could be
think?
don't
throwing all
know.
this money out to an injured person again.
And what do you think his impact is on culture?
It's huge. That team is all about culture.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about the culture. With Robinson, Duncan, the big
Right.
three, and now Leonard trying to come in. In 2014, he helped us win a championship. He was the MVP, and now brought all this culture here, and now it's potentially being thrown away.
He could turn out to be Derrick Rose in a situation like that. Being a superstar for so
Yeah.
long, and once an injury happens, he can not be the same player, and maybe he'll have to hobble around teams.
Are you
Very
surprised
possible.
that Popovich is putting up with that?
I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised.
Little
What do you-
bit.
Because of
What's
what he
that
did
all
with
about?
LaMarcus.
Well, now he's got a lot. Now he's got his wife
Oh, yeah, that's
passing
Yeah.
on his plate as well.
Oh, I didn't
We-
know that.
Yeah, his wife passed
during
away.
the playoffs.
during the playoffs,
Against Golden
and-
State.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah,
very sad
yeah.
for him.
She was battling illness for about 20 odd years, and
Oh wow.
she passed, and the whole team was devastated. And well, they came out and won that game.
Mm-hmm.
They're only one of the series, so I'm just concerned if Pop will come back after losing his wife.
I hope he does.
I
I
hope-
want him
yeah.
to keep coaching.
I'm almost positive he will.
This person need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he will.
Or my
He'll
theory
have
is
to
they hire Becky. They hire Becky Hammond as their new head coach.
Obviously, if Pop
If
calls
Pop,
it
if Pop,
quits.
yeah, if Pop leaves, yeah.
Good
That'd be the best
Leaves,
move.
Ginobili's gonna leave, and Parker's gonna leave.
Yeah,
Makes
All that.
sense.
So they've been with them since.
since they got there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Been there since day one.
So it'll be interesting. And our own Fraser Ramblers have won their 4th division championship in a row in baseball.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
There was, I remember 4 years ago, I went to this game with my sister because her boyfriend's brother was on the team, so we all
Mhm.
went, we watched it. It was a really good game to watch, and then after that we all went out for food.
Well, they've won 4 in a row in the MAC Gold. That's very impressive. They squeaked by Lampier, which is top of the division. Marine City's the top of the division. Ben, how far do you think they'll go in the playoffs?
They should go pretty far. I'm expecting at least regionals.
Really?
Yeah, especially since moving out of like De La Salle's district this year, and they say it's like an easier district, so I'm gonna believe them because they're all so good. So.
You think if they were up in the blue or white, they wouldn't have the same record as they?
Oh
have
no, I
now?
think they would. They should be up in the blue or white.
You think they should be all the way up in the red?
No, they know
Red's
they're
too
not
high.
good enough for the red. They said blue at the most. They should be in white. They said maybe.
I don't know if they're gonna go too far because Jackson Wimbiglick did injure his finger.
He's not the starter.
He's not a starter?
No.
Oh, well, I thought he was starting.
No,
No.
Well, never mind
Not
that.
yet.
But I mean,
we have a good pitching core.
Oh,
yeah, that's what you need.
Especially Vinny. Vinny throws. He was clocked at like
Yeah.
91.
What?
Wow.
What grade is Vivian?
He's a senior.
He's a
this year.
senior?
Yeah.
91.
Yeah.
That's some
Wait.
heat.
We need Ryan Aller. Ryan Aller's
That
a good
too.
pitcher
Ryan's
too.
been
He's
like
got some good control with his pitches. If he can.
playing with them freshmen until now. He's like really improved.
Oh yeah.
Isn't Belfiore a pitcher?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Well,
been
he's
a
a
little
senior, too.
shaky at times though.
Yeah,
But
we still need him. We still need our full rotation.
yeah.
Noah Walker to keep hitting the ball.
What would you say is the strength of the team?
It's definitely pitching.
Definitely
Pitching.
pitching.
Definitely
Definitely
A
pitching.
lot of low-scoring games.
Yeah, most of the time.
Holding other
Yeah.
teams to low,
Yeah, holding
1,
the
2, or
teams.
3 runs a game, and we score like 11, 12, 13 runs per game. So it's
Got it.
we get the runs in. So unlike the other game from the 22nd where we lost to Ford 2-1, it's not gonna hurt them. They won the championship.
Yep.
That's all. Just gotta get ready for district. Get ready for districts, and tonight they're at Grosse Pointe North, a tough team, but doesn't matter. So, see what they can do. If they win, great. If not, they're still in it.
I think they could do it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. And softball, they have their closer tonight. They have their last home game of the year. They're at home against Athens tonight. After the last loss to Port here on Northern, I hope they come back and dominate tonight.
Come back.
Yeah, 15-0's not.
They've seemed to do that though. Get blown out next game and come back.
Yeah,
So,
blow them out.
Yeah.
But Troy Athens is a good team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Troy Athens is good in everything that they do. So, I mean, Lance Cruz obviously won the division. They went undefeated, but Fraser is going to be in it. They're going to be in their districts on May 29th. They're at Lakeshore. Oh, excuse me. That's
Baseball.
yeah, that's baseball. Baseball, they're at Lakeshore for districts, and softball. I think they have Lakeshore as well. They'll open it up, so that'll be interesting to watch. And soccer, Soccer lost 2-1 against Grosse Pointe North.
It was actually 3-1.
Was it 3-1?
Yeah, it was 3-1.
Oh, I got it wrong now. That was on the 21st, and then tonight Utica comes in for the final game of the year, and Fraser's going to be at Mott for the first round of the district. So it's kind of been up and down for soccer this year.
Yep.
That's what we talked about last week. Well, they're not going to finish on that 500 now. But it's been up and down. I mean, soccer team's young.
Oh, okay.
They're young.
No. It's all seniors and juniors.
Is it all seniors?
All seniors and juniors. There's no sophomores or freshmen on varsity.
So we're an older team and we're
Yeah.
not. That's interesting.
Coming up, they'll be
Coming up,
Yeah.
younger at least.
No, mostly be seniors.
Well,
seniors
last year,
and
yes.
juniors.
Yeah.
There are a lot of juniors this year, weren't there?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have them coming back next
Josie,
year.
Skylar.
Most of them will be playing on their 4th year next year,
Yeah.
so.
That'd be interesting. So the high school and on to baseball with Ben. Ben, what you got?
The Tigers aren't as bad as I thought they'd be. They're 3rd place in the division somehow. I don't know how.
Because the rest of our division is
Yeah,
not good.
our
this year
division-
at all.
Yeah.
As of Tuesday, our whole division is under 500. And Cleveland is
That
winning
is terrible.
it. Yeah.
That's terrible.
How many games back are we?
3. Yeah, we're only 3 and Cleveland's only 1 game under
Because
500.
they're all so bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some shocker teams, Atlanta and Philadelphia are doing pretty good.
The Phillies are doing
Yeah,
good.
Phillies and
Phillies are
Atlanta
doing
are
good.
doing good. But I expected that when they signed Carlos Santana and Jake Arrieta, because they're both like veterans
Mhm.
and they know how to like help a young team.
You want to talk about a young team? Atlanta's whole team is pretty much young.
Yeah,
Their starting
Atlanta's team
rotation
is like, it's crazy.
Definitely look out for those teams.
What's your-
Hopefully they'll be good in the future
Ben,
too.
what's your biggest disappointment in all the teams?
Biggest disappointment? No one really. More like just players.
Like your biggest bust of the year?
Bust? No, nothing really. Like,
Like expectations were met, otherwise
yeah,
they were
pretty
surprises.
yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say my Dodgers.
No. After
They
all those
did
injuries,
lose.
I expected
They
them
did
not
lose
to be
on
that
people.
good because
And they're coming back. I mean, they're just under 500 right now.
they're 1 game better than the Tigers
Right.
Okay.
as of yesterday.
Well, compared to what they did last year, it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
So,
And Tampa Bay Rays are finding a new way to use the bullpen. That was a little scary. They had Sergio Romo start 2 games in a row.
Yep.
I saw that and I was like, all right. Next thing you know, he strikes at the side in both games. So I was like, all right then. But
Yeah.
and Vladimir Guerrero's son is a beast. He's in Double-A right now, and he should probably be in the majors.
Do you think Tim Tebow will be ever called up in the majors?
Not this year. They're saying this year, but I don't think so. He's playing really bad right now. Like, really bad.
Do you think they'll get him up as a publicity stunt?
Ooh, that's possible.
No, not the
No.
Mets organization.
Unless they completely
Okay.
know their season is done.
I'm not
That's the
saying
only
to
way I can
actually
see it.
play him. I'm just saying to bring him up and say he's on the team.
No.
Well, yeah,
No,
I say
they
they
would
do
never
that
do
if there's
that.
like completely no way they can win any more games, or if they're like, what's the word, tanking
Yeah.
for some reason.
Tanking.
If
There
they
you
didn't
go.
bring Michael Jordan up, they're not going to bring Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
That's your
There's
test against
I
it.
completely forgot about the
Yeah,
Michael
I
Jordan
forgot.
baseball era.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was kind of weird.
That was interesting.
Yeah, they're not going to bring Tim up,
Yeah.
even if he kneels. They're not going to bring him up.
He's batting like 200 in Double A right now too. So that's like really bad.
Yeah.
So Ben, what's going on with the Triple E's?
Just wait for the draft.
That'll be a fun trip.
That's-
LaMelo got tall.
Did he?
Now.
He got tall.
Is he taller than you?
He's 6'6".
So taller
He's
than
probably
you.
sleeping a lot.
Yeah, and he it was. We looked at this earlier. He's 6'6" and 165. So he's not a big dude.
No, he needs to
Yeah.
get big.
He's
He's
just
playing the
tall.
NBA.
He's like
No?
me, but taller.
He's too lanky to be
Yeah.
pro ready.
Yeah.
Definitely needs to build some muscle.
Leangelo did not do good at all in the combine.
He didn't?
He missed most of his shots that he took. Wasn't really moving that great.
But then again, it's a combine. Does anyone
Yeah.
really watch it? It's just like the NFL one. It's just to like see.
But the
Yeah.
scouts can
The
make
scouts
him
are
more of a
watching
big
it.
deal.
Scouts are, yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
That's who's buying the ticket to sit in the stands.
That's true.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, and then the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're almost done. I know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was happy. I told my dad
Well
the
said.
last 3 years, I said, whoever wins the Pittsburgh-Washington series will go on to win the Stanley Cup. And I still believe that.
Ooh.
Oh.
That'd be fun.
Really?
They're the two best teams in the
NHL.
Eastern
Oh,
Conference.
Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did Washington touch the cup?
this year they will.
No, they won't.
No. Did they touch it before the series began?
No, this is their only second time in the Stanley Cup.
Vegas
so.
did. Vegas already touched the cup.
I
You
think
think
it's
You're
gonna
going off a
affect-
superstition on why they'll win?
No, that means they're gonna lose.
Oh.
That's
What are
the
you gonna do?
curse. You can't touch the cup.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got it. It was right after the last game that they played, and I forgot who it was. I don't know, but they said that he touched the cup before every time he went to the finals, and he ended up winning that year. And he's got 2 or 3 wins. So I don't know if that's going to affect them or not.
Superstition.
I'm liking that superstition.
Well, game 1's Monday. Washington and Vegas. Vegas in 6.
Ooh. Others?
Vegas in 6.
I say Vegas will win this game because it's home, I assume, right?
Yeah, they have home ice.
Okay. I say they're going to win right now, but as of now, I'm at a no decision for the series. I have to wait and see. I don't
Come
know
on.
yet. I can't.
You got to make a
I'll
prediction.
help
You have to
out.
make
Yeah,
a
man.
prediction.
I'll help you out here. Washington in 7.
7.
Yeah. I'll give Vegas 3 games, but
What's Vegas' record at home?
I'm not sure.
Pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
In the playoffs,
Yeah.
so a
I
lot
think
of
they've
the
only lost
home
6 at
playoff
home.
teams haven't been good.
Yeah.
Not in the playoffs, at least. So that's a big thing to look at, too.
It'll come down
Who
to
you got?
one thing. Will Alexander Ovechkin score?
He will.
And
I'm
if
saying
if
he
he
will.
scores a lot, though, he has to score a lot.
He'll score a decent amount. I'll say he'll go a decent amount. Maybe,
How many saves does Fleury have to have?
yeah.
He has to
Lots.
have a lot,
It's gonna come down to
lot.
Fleury.
especially with Washington's
Washington.
offense. He has to have a lot. And I'm telling you, I said it last time against Winnipeg. Vegas has to score. They have to score against Washington. They can't win 1-0, 2-1. They have to blow Washington out if they want to
In
win.
every game.
They have to if they want to win.
Okay.
Because Washington has that offense with Ovechkin, Oshie, Backstrom, where they can just, one pass
light it
and
up.
it's
Yeah.
one pass and it's a goal.
Just easy one-timers with them.
Alex Ovechkin in his happy spot usually never misses.
You changed your mind?
I don't know.
If you come out of the valley of indecision?
I'm only going to say this because this is their first year.
You know we're recording this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go Washington because they are more experienced in the playoffs, obviously, because of Vegas' first time. But
Cinderella
I'm gonna
story.
go.
How do you go against Cinderella story?
I'm going off of experience, and because
Okay.
Washington has that, they have
How
that
about
like
you, Eric?
mobility because of being Pittsburgh.
Vegas and 7.
Thank you.
There we
I'm gonna go
go.
Washington in
So
7. I'm gonna
we
stick with
really
my
fell
guns
on
again.
both sides of the
Yeah.
table. I'm gonna go Vegas in 7. I think
Ovechkin's getting a
I think
decent.
they're
Thank you.
running the Cinderella
Thank you.
story.
I'd love to see
Getting
Vegas win it
outscored.
all. Don't
You
get me
would?
wrong. I would love to see it, but I mean, I still think Washington's
Oh.
going to beat them in
No, I
7.
don't.
Little chink in the armor over here.
I'm
Alright.
going to go with Vegas in 7 now.
Oh, you just did.
Washington.
I mean, I meant Washington.
Wow.
Thought we had them flipped.
Too many emotions going on in my
Too many
mind.
emotions. I'm conflicted.
All right, I'm definitely going Washington.
I'll tell you
My
right now,
prediction.
Washington has to win because Washington wins. Alexander Ovechkin definitely will be a Hall of Famer. He has to win.
Oh yeah, he does need to win.
That's
He
true.
has to. And I
Is
do
Fleury a
believe
Hall of Famer?
Fleury
Yeah.
probably because I was reading something yesterday.
He can
He's
do
just like Chris Osgood,
Yeah.
and Chris Osgood. I don't think he is yet, but he will be there. So
So, and in the NBA, the conference finals are trimming down. The Eastern Conference Finals last night: Boston
Man.
96, Cleveland 83.
They
Boston leads 3 games to 2.
needed to win that game.
That's huge.
Oh man.
According to the NBA, the home team dominates everything. So I'm gonna go Boston still wins it all just because of their home team advantage.
Boston will win this next game. Boston will win Game
Do you
6.
think they win the next game?
Yep, it's over. It's
Did
over.
anybody watch the game?
I watched
Other
the
than
game.
me.
I watched
What,
Marcus
yesterday?
Morris
You see the
and
fight?
Lance
You saw the fight?
Larry Nance
Okay.
Jr. go at it. That was
Oh,
interesting.
Okay, do you think Rozier should have had the technical, right?
Yeah,
Should Morris have had the technical?
he's responding. I mean, Lance is the one that started it all. Unless
Do
they're
you think he
unless
should have had it though? I think he definitely
yes,
should have.
because
no
he
doubt.
talked down on him. That's
For
why.
taunting, yeah.
Yes,
okay.
because he taunted.
There were some people that were like,
But he taunted
oh,
against
shouldn't have
Tristan
got it,
Thompson.
but-
He
yeah.
taunted and nothing happened.
Yep.
So
Hmm.
I guess it's because it's escalated more. I guess.
I'll
Do you
agree
think
with
they lost because LeBron was just exhausted? I mean, he looked like he had zero
Yeah.
energy.
LeBron's carrying that team.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
He scores the majority of points. He
Yeah.
basically controls the assist column.
Did you
Not
see
gonna lie,
they
but-
did some stats on ESPN? They said over the course of this season, he's already run over 275 miles up and down the court, and he's played more than 400 minutes than the next closest person in the NBA this year. Next closest player.
It's because he coaches
That's a
himself.
phenomenal data,
That's you have to be in tip-top shape to be doing that.
and he's not a young man.
He's
Yeah.
30s,
No.
early 30s.
yeah,
So does he have the gas to come back and defend at home?
Nope.
He'll somehow find a way. I know he will.
Even
Yeah,
if he
it's-
does, he won't have enough for Game 7.
Exactly. That's my opinion. I think Game 7, just
Then if
home
he
team.
miraculously
rises you
makes
up.
it to the finals, he'll be just gassed going against either Houston or Golden State.
He is always in the gym. He's always doing something to work out, to get stronger, to get better, even if it is like his day off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's
and we're
kinda-
talking about playoff LeBron.
Yeah.
Playoff
We're
LeBron.
not talking about regular season LeBron. We're talking about playoff LeBron. Here,
Playoffs.
so.
Playoffs.
I think he'll be fine.
Who do you think
I think
will
he'll be
win the whole series there?
Whole series, Boston.
Boston?
Hey, yep.
I want
Win
Boston.
the championship?
Does
No,
Eastern
no.
Conference?
This was just
Oh,
won the
Eastern
conference
Conference,
finals.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd go Boston as well.
I want Boston, but I just had that feeling LeBron's gonna be
Rise
playoff
up.
LeBron.
Game 7.
He always
Well,
does
has to be
it
Game
somehow. When everyone's doubting him, he always does it. So
Bold statement.
There you go, Joe.
Yeah. Bold statement. Boston wins the entire thing.
Ah, that's very
Love that.
bold.
Womp, womp, womp.
Mm-hmm.
without Kyrie and Gordon,
Correct. Doesn't matter who they play, Houston or Golden State.
I mean, they're both.
Well, that
either way
series
they
is
have to
tied.
defend the 3.
That's
Ser-
big.
Series is tied
Ooh,
at
yeah.
2. Game 5's tonight. Back to Houston.
James Harden and Draymond Green. Did you guys see it? You guys see the
Draymond
dunk?
threw him because he dunked on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he threw him
There's
down.
always a bigger fish. Yep. So.
It's a little guy dunking on a big guy. Though.
And Draymond blew the game at the end with that missed
Oh,
dunk.
he missed a dunk
He's
too.
gassed too, I think. They played him basically, what, 35 plus minutes in
Durant's
that
gonna
game?
be gassed.
At least.
Everyone's gassed. They've been playing games since what? October?
September.
September?
October.
September to October to May?
October is preseason, so.
October to May basketball, only having the longest a week off because of All-Star,
Yeah.
everyone's going to be gassed.
But just talking about this game tonight, Houston's got it.
Home, yes, Houston. It's all about home to me.
If you defend the 3, whoever defends the 3 better will win.
So.
The more you know.
Huh?
Exactly.
So.
So we'll just see who wins.
Okay.
I'm just saying you have to
He's no
defend the
decision.
3.
He's a no decision too.
All right.
Am I wrong though?
No, you're
No,
not
you're
wrong.
right.
They're
Both
No,
of
you're
these
right.
shooters, yeah.
Phenomenal
I think
shooters.
I think Golden State will still pull it out.
Will they
Game 7.
Game 7 or Game 6? We'll say they'll end it.
I think Houston's tough at home. Game 7.
Game 7.
Okay. Alrighty. And then we'll switch it over to the NFL.
Oh boy.
Before we go check. Not really big, but it's kind of eye-opening. Jets trade Christian Hackenberg to the Raiders for a 7th-round pick.
It's definitely eye-opening into looking at Sam Darnold. That
Yes.
means it's closer and closer for him to be playing more this year.
Well, now you think about the Jets got, Darnold, Bridgewater, and McCown.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good dump. That was a good dump. So, and now the NFL's been busy. They've made a few rule changes regarding the kickoff. The elimination of running starts for kickoff coverage teams. A requirement that 8 of 11 men on the return team must be aligned in the setup zone within 15 yards. No blocking within the setup zone until after the ball touches the ground if it's not first caught. Elimination of 2-man wedge blocks. Kickoff team must have 5 men lined up side of the ball. I mean, it just goes on, and then it just says if they don't like the improvements, include the elimination of the kickoff will be on the table next year.
You know
Why
why
are they
this is
doing
all
that?
happening?
Yeah, why?
Concussions.
It's all because
Way
it's
to
the
make it
highest
boring.
rate
Right.
that concussions happen in is when kickoffs.
Oh, really?
They've done studies. They've found more concussions in football have happened on kickoffs than any other play,
Because of the full tilt run.
and more blindsides.
Every time I think of that, I think of Darren Sproles getting knocked in the
Right.
head when that happened. That was
If
depressing.
if they
That was
eliminate
scary.
this, they'll ruin football forever.
You still have all the
It's
rest
already
of football to
boring
play.
doing
If they eliminate kickoffs, they'll ruin football
It's been a part of the game since it started.
It's not like
Since
they're going to
they've come up
eliminate
with the
running
concept of
backs or
football.
throwing. There still is.
Because think about it, some of the biggest plays have happened on kickoff.
Kickoffs.
Yeah, the biggest return.
It's a huge strategy component too.
Yeah.
Field position, everything happens right there.
You just guarantee you get the ball at the 25.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not going to get. They won't get rid of it. I don't think they'll ever get rid of it. But they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that less injuries will happen because of that.
Again,
That's what they all want to do.
It goes back to my theory. Just make it more interesting at kickoff. Make it 1 point if you kick it through the uprights.
Anybody can do that.
That'd be interesting.
Anybody
I
can
do
do
like
though.
that. Give them a point if they can put it through. That's not easy to do.
But
I mean,
definitely
it's-
possible. It's not like it's
Yeah.
a slim chance. There's definitely like a
There's
50-50 chance it goes in or not if you kick hard enough.
60-40.
That's still pretty high.
Still high, but it's not guaranteed.
Well,
How many actual kickoffs get returned though in a game?
I didn't see that much last season.
I mean,
feel
don't you
like
think
it's
they
been-
just?
They just need it.
Since they moved the spot, it's been a lot
Yeah.
less because
Yeah.
everybody's kicking out of the end zone.
Yeah,
and-
that's what I mean.
Then
I
everyone
think it's
chooses the knee.
less of an
Exactly.
issue here.
So
But
they didn't
some-
make it much of a big deal then.
But some of the strategy with teams is you kick it short and make them return it. Like you kick it at the 5, make them run it out.
Because you don't believe they have a strong kickoff
Return team.
Yep.
That's one of the strategies. Or just squib it.
Yeah,
Or just line drive it down or onside kick. Make them return it.
yeah. I don't know what they could do as an alternative other than just place the ball and start,
Yeah.
from the 20 or
Yeah,
whatever.
It would take away a huge tradition in football.
And strategy.
And the most iconic play.
Well, if all these rules and concussions rise up even more or stay the same, I mean,
If they-
what do you think they're going to do?
If they go down there, if they're probably going to keep it. the
What
way
if they
are.
go up? What if they go up?
We'll see. We'll see.
It's all
and
about
then,
that.
And then the NFL's been, basically the country's been on an uproar about the new national anthem policies. In a nutshell, teams or the player for kneeling during the anthem will be punished. The players can choose to stay in the locker room if they choose.
New fantasy stat. How many times do they do it a season?
I did hear the
Over,
Jets
under.
owner. The Jets owner did talk about that. I believe he would pay all the fines if this happened. So obviously he's in favor of it.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
But that shows that people have different opinions about the rules and what's going to happen.
But now the president is involved.
It's a national
It's
matter, Aaron. It's a national matter.
It's a national matter, but he's got other things to worry about. He doesn't have to worry about the National Football League.
I mean,
We're
The
talking
National
about
Football League
TV
has their
ratings,
own
though.
executives, their own
but it's
presidents.
about what
They
they're
have-
protesting about,
Nobody
though.
else
You know what
plays
they're
football
protesting
but
about, right?
America.
You do know what they're
Canada.
protesting about, Aaron?
Canada doesn't count.
Canada's
Don't
football
dish
sucks.
Darian. But
They don't have the same rules.
but it's
We can get you some
it
help
could
for
it could
that.
be a national thing with the fans, like the ratings. The ratings, but they dropped. The ratings drop because of kneeling. Now something's done about it, but it's not the president's line to get into.
Yeah, it's because it's what they're protesting about because of brutality, police brutality, Aaron.
Well,
That's pretty major, dude.
I agree, it's major, but it's not. You know, the president's not in charge.
Their job is to play football, so they have to do their job.
Trump's job's to run the country. That's his job,
He
not
did.
to worry about the NFL,
He's telling
the
them
NBA,
they
the
have to play
NHL.
they have to play
It's
football.
not his job.
It's not just him running the country.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But it's.
He's not running this. He's just helping them out with it. It's not like he's running the football league either. He's president. He has to help out with the country's issues and matters, or else he's not the president.
And this one's kind of been bigger than
Yeah, it's
anything,
major. That's why
because
he's involved,
it's
Aaron.
not just affecting the NFL. This started, and it's affecting everybody everywhere.
Yeah, this is pretty major, Aaron. That's why.
Well, it hasn't
involved.
affected the NBA, the NHL, MLB, college.
Yeah, it
football.
People
has.
talk.
It
Yes, it
has.
has. It's been.
John
Yeah, that's-
Tortorella
well,
said if
I've
one
even
of my
seen high school
players
players
sit
kneel, Aaron.
during
High school
national
players have
anthem,
kneeled.
they're not playing.
And then I've seen high school players kneel too, Aaron. So this is an
I'm just
issue for
thank-
everything.
Well, I'm just thankful nobody in Fraser has kneeled.
I mean,
Oh yeah. It's been a big thing too with smaller sports. Teams with sports with smaller teams like basketball. You've got so many guys. You've got so many guys on a basketball team, hockey team, baseball teams. They're a little bit iffy, but I mean,
Football
kinda
teams
depends.
especially.
If you do kneel and your coach is totally against it and you don't play, that could affect every part of your team because you don't have really the depth to go far back as to pick out of a wide range of guys. You're so limited.
Do you feel like your coach should be able to issue a punishment if you
Yeah.
chose to
John
invoke?
Tortorella said if any of my players sit, they're not playing.
Where's
but then
he at?
there's also the
Hockey.
other side.
Hockey.
Yeah, it's for Columbus.
Okay.
Columbus Blue Jackets.
There's the other side where the owners can be all in favor, like I said about the Jets
Yeah.
paying for all the fines. So it just depends on your beliefs and what you believe in, and what you think they're doing is right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously, in run this whole country, is all different.
Yeah, I think lost in translation can be a big problem with this because a lot of times people, if they can define, you asked a great question, do you know why they're kneeling?
Yeah, it's
Right.
not about, they're not disrespecting the nation at all. And we know that for a fact. People have told us
Mhm.
they want to show that they're tired of this police brutality just for no reason, and they want a problem to solve this. In the NFL, they already had those meetings with Malcolm Jenkins, I think, the safety, and the players
Mm-hmm.
came to talk about
Yeah.
it, but it's not about disrespecting the nation. Nobody wants to disrespect this nation. They want to protest a problem, and on the platform where everybody's watching, that's how they'll do it.
So what's the purpose of a protest, right? I mean, this is Civics 101 here. Purpose of the protest is to raise awareness, is to
And they want change.
try to raise awareness to the point where you can create dialogue, healthy discourse, right? So you can have a conversation about, who's ignorant on what part of the topic and all that. And so having the opportunity, we're talking about this because this has happened, right? Whether you agree or disagree, that's when you fall back into your personal belief system. But I think if Colin Kaepernick was interviewed, he would tell you his original driver was to raise awareness to it because too much was happening and no one was dealing with it. Now, whether some have taken it in their own twist on it, their own version of it, that's out for discussion and debate. I think seeing how politicians get involved in it, it's part of patriotism, it's part of America, but I think you also have those groups that are saying, wait a minute, I'm American, I'm a part of this and it's affecting me, and I'm trying to demonstrate protest to raise awareness, and so it really requires an open-minded conversation all the way across it.
Definitely.
I've always said sports and politics don't go together. Like, we were discussing earlier, we were meeting about it, like you said, education and politics, yeah, they go together because that's part of politics, but sports and politics, they don't mix. And it's dangerous when it happens.
Well, in this situation, it has to mix because of this happening during sporting events, during the national anthem of a sporting event. So that's where it has to mix.
But overall, it's they don't mix. It's dangerous when politics and sports go together.
Politics in general is dangerous.
Yeah.
In general.
For the
So-
strong,
Yep.
that's for
Yeah.
sure.
So, and we're out of time. So, thank you so much.
Yeah.
For and you're retiring.
Yes,
June,
I am.
June 30th.
June 30th.
June 30th. So,
Because I'm one of the old guys.
yeah. So, hopefully you have some time. You can come back next year when we're seniors.
Yeah.
Be a guest again.
Yeah.
So
Are you guys ready to own the school starting Monday?
Not till next school year.
Not the next year? Are you
Yeah,
guys gonna-
That's the
to,
rule.
though.
That's the rule.
Are you guys going to say juniors for the last 2 weeks of the
Yes.
school year?
Yes,
Yes.
that's the
No.
rule.
Yes.
No, not me.
not until I walk. Not,
gonna try
for
to
me,
see.
I could probably say it for Ben. Not until we walk in the doors our first day in September.
Yeah. And then it's on.
What about orientation?
Nope.
No.
Not
We're
even
still,
orientation.
we're still juniors. It's
Okay.
the summer of our junior year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. that
Class of
makes sense.
2019, man.
Alright.
What's going to be your thing that you're going to do?
Put the freshman in.
Teach the freshmen
Fridays.
how to. No, really?
That's a smart thing to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Cut the tape. I need to talk to him. I love it.
So, and we only have 2 more installments left until we wrap for the summer. So, until next week, as always,